They didn't have microwaves, they didn't have frozen dinners, and they definitely didn't have time to stand in the kitchen all day. But somehow they still made meals that were fast, filling, and unforgettable. These were the kinds of recipes African American families leaned on in the 1920s. Simple, quick, and built from whatever was already in the pantry. This is The Lost Taste, and today we're bringing back 15 easy 1920s soul food recipes for seniors, ready in 10 minutes. These meals are soft, comforting, affordable, and most importantly, fast. So if you love food history and simple cooking that still hits the soul, go ahead and like this video, subscribe, and let's step back into a time where 10 minutes in the kitchen was all you needed to eat well. Cornbread and buttermilk. This was one of the simplest and most comforting meals imaginable. A piece of leftover cornbread, crumbled into a bowl, covered with cold buttermilk, eaten with a spoon. That was it. No stove, no waiting. The tangy buttermilk softened the cornbread into something almost like a savory cereal. For seniors, it was easy to chew, gentle on the stomach, and deeply nostalgic. Back in the 1920s, this wasn't just food. It was a daily ritual in many Southern homes. Coffee super meal that sounds strange today but made perfect sense back then. Hot black coffee, sweetened generously, with pieces of bread or biscuits crumbled directly inside. It softened instantly, creating a warm, slightly sweet, spoonable breakfast. It required nothing more than coffee and leftovers. For working-class families, it was quick energy before a long day. Southern tomato sandwich, 2 slices of soft white bread, thick slices of ripe tomato, a heavy spread of mayonnaise, salt, and black pepper. No cooking required. This sandwich tasted like summer and could be made in under 2 minutes. For seniors, it was soft, juicy, and refreshing. It's one of the purest examples of how simple ingredients can create something unforgettable. Pear and mayo salad. This dish perfectly captures old-school Southern creativity. A canned pear half placed on a plate, a dollop of mayonnaise in the center, and a sprinkle of shredded cheese on top. Sweet, savory, creamy, all at once. It took less than a minute to assemble and was often served as a side or light meal. Peanut butter and molasses. Toast. A slice of bread, spread peanut butter, and drizzle molasses over it. That's it. High in energy, rich in flavor, and deeply rooted in early 20th century cooking traditions, influenced by peanut-based nutrition. It was cheap, filling, and satisfying for any time of day. Now let me ask you something. Which one of these would you try right now? Drop your answer in the comments, because this is where history meets your kitchen. Quick stewed tomatoes and bread. A can of tomatoes. A little butter, salt, pepper, and a pinch of sugar simmered for just 5 minutes. Then torn pieces of bread stirred in to thicken everything into a soft, savory dish. It was warm, comforting, and required almost no effort. 5-minute salmon croquettes. Canned salmon mixed with egg, a little flour or cornmeal, and seasoning, then pan-fried into patties. Crispy on the outside, soft inside, and packed with protein. Keeping the soft bones added extra calcium, something many modern cooks miss. Hot water. Cornbread cornmeal mixed with boiling water, shaped into patties, and fried until golden. No oven needed, no waiting. The result was crispy outside and soft inside, a perfect quick bread for any meal. Fried bologna. Sandwich a slice of bologna fried until the edges curl and crisp, placed on soft bread with mustard. Cheap, fast, and incredibly satisfying. This was a staple in many homes because it required almost nothing to prepare. Mock oyster corn. Fritters canned corn mixed with egg, flour, and seasoning, then fried into small patties. They mimicked the texture of oysters and brought a savory, crispy bite to the table in minutes. Quick fried apples. Sliced apples sautéed with butter, sugar, and cinnamon until soft and caramelized. In under 10 minutes, you had a warm, comforting dish that could be a dessert or side. Vinegar cucumbers and onions. Thin slices of cucumber and onion tossed in vinegar, water, salt, and sugar. It could be eaten immediately, delivering a sharp, refreshing bite that balanced heavier foods. pan-fried smoked sausage coins, pre-cooked sausage, sliced and fried until crispy and caramelized. In just minutes, you had a flavorful protein that could stand alone or pair with bread or grits. Quick grits with butter and pepper. Using quick grits, you could have a hot, comforting bowl in 5 minutes. Topped with butter, salt and pepper or sugar depending on tradition, it was a staple that never failed. The sop, biscuits and syrup, a warm biscuit, a pool of syrup or molasses on a plate, and a pat of butter melting in the middle. You used the biscuit to sop it up. No cooking required, just warmth, sweetness, and comfort in every bite. These meals weren't designed to impress. They were designed to work, to feed, to comfort, to stretch what little was available, and to do it quickly. For seniors especially, they were perfect. Soft textures, simple steps, familiar flavors. And that's what makes them so powerful today. In a world full of complicated recipes and expensive ingredients, these dishes remind us that good food doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes, 10 minutes and a few humble ingredients are all you need. So now, I want to hear from you. Did any of these recipes remind you of your childhood? Did your grandparents make something similar? Tell me in the comments, because these stories deserve to live on. If you enjoyed this journey into the past, don't forget to like, subscribe to The Lost Taste, and share this video with someone who loves food history. And remember, this video is educational and honors traditional cooking practices. It doesn't replace professional medical or nutritional advice. Stay hungry for history. And I'll see you in the next video.